Hello Flosstube, it's Nichol and welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday, August 6th, 2023, and this is episode 54. For all of my returning subscribers, welcome back, and to everyone who has subscribed, welcome. I am so very glad that you're here. I took a little impromptu break from Flosstube last week. It was much needed. Kind of a crazy schedule, gearing up for my super crazy fall. Got a little sewing done, so that is always nice. In today's episode, I have some FFO'S to share with you, a couple of finishes, some whips, a quilting whip, giveaways as always, plus we are going to do an in-depth talk about the upcoming Halloween Sal 2023, which is Flying Lesson by Silver Creek Samplers. I did do a live Q&A when this was announced, so definitely check that out. I will put a link down below for the Q&A, plus I have already pre-scheduled all of those live Stitch With Me videos, and you can check them out there. As always, I have listed timestamps down below so that you can skip to whatever you're interested in, or just for easy reference if you are coming back and you're looking for something. I also link to the products or supplies that I talk about when applicable, when I can find them. If it's something that is sold out or it was a limited edition, there won't be a link for things like that. Or if I've missed something, please feel free to reach out. I also, in the corner up here, periodically throughout the video, I may have a little link that pops up, and that is to maybe a video for what I'm talking about, or a link to the supply or something to that nature. So definitely check that out. I've been doing that the last couple videos and it's working out really well. Hopefully it makes it easy for you too. Okay, everyone, we're going to jump in. I have quite a bit of Q&A this week. Q&A, Christina, actually tons of people, and I completely forgot this, because some of these I went back and looked when I filmed this, which has been a couple weeks. Wanted to know what was the app that I mentioned in that video that I was considering using, which I have since downloaded and have been using for my daily tasks, as well as I've started putting in some of my whips and quilting projects and that kind of stuff, but that's going to be an ongoing project, I have a feeling. It's called Microsoft To Do app, and that was recommended by Carrie of Red Velvet Quilts on Instagram, and I love it because, like I said, I can lay in bed and add things to it, or sit in my chair, or lay on the couch, all of those things, and I don't actually have to be like, writing in a planner or anything like that. I can just think of something at 11:30 at night and add it right into the app. Taylor Fast, I love your project bags. Have you considered selling them? I will not. I don't have the time or the manpower to create project bags for sale. I have a full-time content creator job here on YouTube, and then I do this in my free time, so I definitely won't be selling project bags, but there are tons of great sellers on Etsy or even Instagram and things, so check those sellers out. But there are a lot of Flosstubers who have fantastic bags from a lot of different makers. So if you are watching any type of Flosstube videos, you might pay attention to who they mention. Place like a couple that I know, like Michelle Lee Quilts and Denise of Dot Dot Goose, are two big name ones, but there's so many. Are you, Lisa says, are you going to make another felt ornament this year? More than likely, yes. It just is not going to be until October. Camille Jackson, I have never cross-stitched but would love to learn. It looks complicated. It is not, and there's tons of videos here on YouTube. What does it mean when you say your material is 25 or 32 count? Fabric count is the number of squares of stitches per inch. So how many little X's you can fit into an inch of fabric. There's a lot more detail to that. I would highly recommend Fat Quarter Shop has a great cross stitch. Oh, why is the name escaping me? University on their YouTube channel, and I will link to it down below because it really takes you from beginner to and explains a lot of the different terms and things like that. Brenda Bellman, love your Ashley bag. I have the pattern but scared to attempt it. The directions seem overwhelming. I mentioned last week, break it down into steps. Also a wonderful member of my Facebook group actually sewed one, and then she wrote a whole bunch of tips and tricks in the Facebook group of what worked for her for sewing it. For me, I break it down into sections. So I break it down, here is my one I showed in the last Flosstube. I break it down into the big panel, so the front panel. Then I break, well, it's front and back, but then I break it into this side, which gets sewn to the back, and the left side and the right side. So I break it into 3 parts. Now I'm going to give you my other best tip for this. There are supply lists, and the way the supply list is broken down in the pattern instructions is it kind of lists each section and the size of fabric and or binding or anything you need, vinyl, that you need for each section. I actually made myself a cheat sheet that has, everything I need, and I can check it off. I found that worked really well because I can print it off for each bag that I'm making to make sure I have all of the pieces. I think one of the recommendations from the Facebook group member was that she maybe cut things, or maybe one of the comments, I can't remember, just cut as you go. I actually cut everything ahead of time, but like I said, I use a cheat sheet. I made myself a cheat sheet from the pattern. I've sewn quite a few of these, and that way it just makes sure I have everything before I get going. But then I break it into the big panel piece and the left and the right side, and for me that just works really well. And I think that I want to mention, I think that goes for any big project that you may be undertaking, is to break it into smaller pieces so it's not so overwhelming. That always seems to work for me, and I have to remind myself of that quite a bit when I have a huge project, is to just break it down into manageable sized parts and pieces. Blessing Stitcher, my biggest problem if I buy a collection or a curated bundle, I hate to separate it into colors. May I ask what you do? Do you put everything into color categories? Yes, for the most part. My bins are the fat quarters. Obviously yardage is on the bolts. Yardage is by color. I did try to group by designer within the color, but it's not exact, and I don't care if it stays exact. I like it by color because that is how I pull fabric. In the bins, it is sorted by color by designer, because those are fat quarters and they don't fit on the bolts. So I know it's kind of extra, but that is how my brain works, and so that's what I do. If you work only within a collection, I would not break it apart. But if you work by color, this is a fantastic system. But like I said, like this is all of my Bonnie and Camille, or just Camille now. I put it all together, but it is by color. That is not all one bundle. That's several different collections, but it's red, orange, yellow. And then obviously we've kind of got green, aqua, and so on and so forth. And all of the fat quarters I have are like that. Rita says, did I miss the supply list for the sled? No, it was listed. I had updated the list on Facebook, and I had put it in the description for the last Stitch With Me. I had updated it in those couple places, but I don't release the full supply list until the finishing tutorial is uploaded, and that's because things can change at the last minute, and I don't want people saying, why didn't you use this? It was on your supply list. So when I know something is going to be used, it's on the supply list that is listed places, but otherwise for the finishing tutorial, and this is going to be going forward, that won't be complete or listed. I mean, there might be a few things listed, but it's not going to be a complete listing until that finishing tutorial goes live. Maureen, I have a question about the Create Everyday Cross Stitch. Did you finish it into a pillow? Did I miss it? No, I haven't finished it yet. I'm still trying to decide how I want to finish it, and I'm okay sitting on things for a little bit until I feel like what I want to finish it so that it's something that I love. I don't feel the pressure, I suppose, to finish it right this instant. It will probably be a pillow, but I am considering how I want to finish. Like, do I want to put something around the edges? Do I want to sew fabric around it? Those kind of things. Claudia Landenberger, 1523. This isn't a cross stitch question, but just wondering what you wrap your fabric around behind you when doing Flosstube. I've mentioned these many times. These are the large fabric organizers and small fabric organizers, and I did put links down in the description. And that is it for Q&A this week. We are going to do FFO'S first. So if you were stitching along with the Jingle Bell Sleigh Ride Sal, you probably saw this video. If you are just joining new, welcome. Still plenty of time to stitch this for Christmas, even though the sale is over. You can go back and rewatch any of those videos anytime here on my YouTube channel. They are all under a playlist for that specific sale. I do have the sales broken down into specific sales. They're all under Flosstube, but they're all broken down by the particular sale in case you want to ever go back and view those. So we were stitching the Jingle Bell Sleigh Ride Company by Cherry Hill Stitchery, a beautiful stitch. I stitched mine on 28 count vintage country mocha linen using my own color conversion that is on all of the Stitch With Me videos for this particular sale. And my finish was inspired by a small sled, which I do have here, and I'll show it. I've shown it a lot, but it was inspired by a finish I did last year on a small sled from Chantal's 141 design. This is the large sled. There's the back. Here's the front. So this is the large. It is a big, good size. The stitch fits right here on the board. In the video, I shared how I stained the board with Distress inks from Tim Holtz. I did put a sealant on them, and then I finished the stitch. I added some twine around the edges. The stitch is a pretty good size. This is on 28 count, so 14 count would be the equivalent. There's not really room to do fabric back behind. If you stitched on a smaller count like 32 or smaller, you could probably mount this on fabric and then put it on your board, and it would be beautiful. I also shared how I did my faux bow. I do have a bow tutorial here on my channel as well, but this is my big bow. Again, here's in fact, I'll just hold it up. This is also a Cherry Hill Stitchery chart. This is Merry Christmas. And this was the piece that inspired it. Both of these sleds are from 141 Design. You can get these sleds on Chantal's website. I have them linked down below. And then I also shared, this is only 2 picks actually, cut apart and then arranged up here above. They fill in the space beautifully. We added some beads for this beautiful bead hanger. These are wood beads. And then if you can see, there's like these little flat screws. These are called machine heads from Tim Holtz. There we go. There's a good example of it. And there's little laser marks in the wood pieces from 141 Design. These fit perfectly and they just make it look like it's a sled you've put together. So this is my finish here. I absolutely love it. Oh, and we have some rusty jingle bells tied in, and I did do a stitched button cover for the center of my bow. It's very just very vintagey Christmas. Now, I want to mention this because I have seen this asked a lot of times, and I know I answered it at least a couple times. What is the 1857? A quick Google search will tell you 1857 is the year that Jingle Bells was published, which obviously Dashing Through the Snow, the Jingle Bell Sleigh Ride Co. It's just a fun little kind of, you know, pay homage or whatever to the song Jingle Bells. So really, really beautiful. I'm really glad I used overdyed floss, especially that horse. I think it makes all the difference in the world. A one-horse open sleigh. I know another question I got was, why is it a horse rather than a reindeer? It's the song Jingle Bells again. So really, really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed creating this. I cannot wait to see everybody's finishes, whether you're finishing on this board or not. It's a fantastic piece and will work for lots of different things. So let's say if you didn't stitch this, but you still want to use the sled, this works for so many different stitches. And like I said, if you're I know a lot of you saw this and wanted to stitch this or saw me stitch it last year and are stitching it this year. This fits beautifully. This was stitched on 32 count. I want to say platinum Lugana. It was stitched on 32 count platinum Lugana. So this is going to be smaller anyway, but on 32 count, it fits on the sled. If you are trying to figure out what, oh, and I didn't finish the back of this one. If you're trying to figure out the size of your stitch, I highly recommend the cross stitch calculator. You can input your fabric size, and then you can look on Chantal's website for the finish size of her finishing pieces, or whatever finishing piece you're using or frame that you get at Hobby Lobby or whatever, and see if it's going to work with the fabric you've selected. A lot of times I will switch my fabric based on the finish size, which we're going to talk about when we talk about the Halloween sale here in a minute. So, first FFO this week. Second FFO this week, and I know the video is way past due. Sorry, it's coming. It is all filmed, obviously, because this is done. Here is the bonus ornament for the sale. So this is going to get posted, likely it will be posted Tuesday. I believe Tuesday. I don't have anything else going up. So this is probably going to be a full tutorial Tuesday. And I'm going to share how I did this sled ornament. This also is from 141 Design. This is the ornament where this large and the small are two pieces. And again, if you are wondering how those go together, check out my finishing tutorial. This is one piece. I did round the edge in the tutorial. I'm going to show you how I did this before I mounted this on sticky board. This stitch, probably would help if I show you. This was one of the bonus charts I picked for the Christmas in July sale, and I am stitching this whole thing as well into a pillow, but I took the reindeer from Rudolph's Reindeer Games, and I just stitched it on the same 28 count Vintage Country Mocha. I added some of the snowflakes around it and all of that good stuff, but I did add a couple of snowflake buttons before I mounted the stitch to my sticky board wrapped in batting. I have 2 layers of batting here. I added some wood beads just like I did for the big stitch. I added some rusty jingle bells, and then I had this beautiful green satiny ribbon that I pulled off something at some point, some sort of packaging at some point of something I bought. A lot of times, have you noticed things come in pretty ribbon? I save it and then I use that for my stitch. I've also used the small size of Tim Holtz little, I don't think they're called machine heads in this size. I don't know what they're called. I will have those linked in the finishing tutorial. There are not score lines on the sled for these, so you kind of just have to eyeball it if you want to add them. But I like how it finishes. Now this time, I did not use Tim Holtz Distress Ink. I actually used the Tommy Art paints to create my sled. I wanted to show a different way of finishing, which you could totally do on the large or the small sled. So that's what I will show in this finishing tutorial. But I love this ornament. I cannot wait to add it to my tree. I think I'm either going to put a label or maybe even stamp 2023 on here so that I can kind of commemorate that this is the year that I stitched this. But that was my second finish this week. And again, that finishing tutorial will be up Tuesday or Wednesday. I need to double check my schedule to make sure there's no other videos on my channel that day. So that is that. And if you are a member of my Facebook group, I am probably going to give you early access to that video. I thought that might be something fun, so stay tuned. And that is it for my FFOs this week. Finishes, I actually have 2 finishes. So the other bonus piece for the Christmas in July Sleigh Ride Sal was the Sleigh Bells ring. And I was able to finish this. This was a super fast stitch. I'm really excited. I hope Rudolph's Reindeer Games the whole thing. The reindeer was really fast. I had him stitched weeks ago. So I'm hoping the whole thing goes together fast. Which I'll show that in my whip section. But here is Sleigh Bells ring. I am turning Sleigh Bells ring and Rudolph's Reindeer Games into small pillows that I can probably tuck like in a crate or something and tuck the sled into it to create a whole vignette at Christmas time. So stay tuned because of course I'll do a video tutorial of my decor when we get to there. I'm so excited. It's so fun to have more and more cross-stitch decor to add. Holiday decor. I love decorating for holiday, so that's right down my alley. But there is my stitch. Again, I changed the colors. Oh, and the big change. Sleigh Bells ring was stitched in brown. I switched it to the garnet that I'm using throughout my stitching. Oh my gosh. Love, love, love. Super fun to stitch, and I'll be finishing that guy soon. So that was my first finish since the last time I've been here. My second finish, I kind of been in a mood where I want to pick up whips and just stitch them till they're done. I don't know what it is. I'm not really a monogamous stitcher anymore. I used to be, but I feel maybe it's I have too many whips, but I stitched a little here and there on a couple of things, but I'm really loving just sitting down and finishing stitches. So I spent just a couple of days. I know I mentioned I had started Sweet Summer by Cherry Hill Stitchery. We got a lot of Cherry Hill Stitchery going on here, which is funny. My other stitches aren't, I don't think, this week, but it's just funny how that happened. But I started this last year. She has new watermelon charts this year, and I've also started those, but I haven't got back to them. That's going to be a sit down and finish as well when I get to it. But I want to make a project bag, so I wanted to get this one done because when I started this, I started on 25 count mushroom Lugana. It's easy to stitch on, but it's huge. I'll show you. And I'm really loving stitching on the higher count fabrics, 36 and 40 and all of that. And so it's big. It's a big girl. And I left this, should be a red star over here. I left it off. I'm going to add probably a button or something for the project bag, but I finished stitching this. I mean, literally, I think I was talking to Chantal on the phone one morning and I stitched the whole suite while I was on the phone with her. Like I was just went right through. Oh, I shouldn't make that noise. Odin hates when you go bzz. He hates it. I don't know why. He probably ran and hid. Oh no, he heard me though. He's like, anyhow, I did switch some of the colors in this. The red is Ladybug from Classic Colorworks. The green is Bean. what is it? Oh, of course, I didn't write it on here. I will put it in the show notes. But I used black coffee for the black instead of 310. I think I used Queen Bee for the little crow, and I used bamboo white. So I kind of changed it all because the called for is DMC and Classic Colorworks, and I changed it all to Classic Colorworks overdyed. But I am going to turn this into a project bag. I hope by next week. We'll see. I am taking a day off this coming week to do some sewing in my sewing room. I have some things I need to sew and to get ready for Flosstube, because I know I said I would get some of those things and I'm just not ready to share them. So I'm taking at least 1, maybe 2 days off this week to do some sewing, and I would like to throw the sewing bag or my project bag for this in there because I think this would be the perfect summer bag. And I have fabric already. I bought a bundle from Primrose Cottage. They had like a watermelon looking bundle, and so I have a fun idea for a project bag. I may film it into a tutorial, but don't hold me to that. We'll just see how it goes. And that is it for finishes this week. So should we talk about, let's talk about whips first, and then we'll talk about new starts. So whips, I don't think I got any further on Rudolph's Reindeer Games. I'm going to show you because that's all I have. I'm still stitching along the bottom. I literally think I stitched up and down 2 to 3 rows. So it's not even really worth showing you guys. So I'm going to just tuck this back. The only other thing I worked on, because of course I had lots of other finishing, was my Lizzie Kate Christmas Rules, and I'm still working on the stupid topper for this. I'm restitching this on 40 count vintage country mocha using all the called for floss. I did get a little bit more done. I don't think I've shown this to you guys. I don't think. If I did, I've stitched this before, I'm so sorry. All the days are running together. I know when I sat down, I thought when I shared it before, I maybe was only like to here. I stitched all of the block for L, E, and I started the Christmas tree. I don't have that much left. I should just sit down and do this. But really, really fun. The topper for Christmas Rules is free on the Lizzie Kate website, and that is listed down in the description below. It looks like this, and you can turn all of the little charts into a fantastic little, or not so little, but if it's 40 it's little, into this beautiful stitch. I just love it. All right, and I'm keeping that in my Chris Sherman Ashley stitch case that I sewed up using this beautiful Tasha Noel fabric. I absolutely love it so much. So much. I need to zip this shut. And also I lost my needle, so it goes in the felt so I don't lose it. Frank's running around like... There he is. Anyway, I love these. I love sewing them. Absolutely love it. All right, and that is it for whips. Let's go ahead and talk about new starts. So the first new start I want to talk about is I took part in the Friendstitch Halloween Pop Up earlier today. And I'm going to show you the charts that came in this. I love them. And then I'll show you the one I started. So this is Heart and Hand in Bent Creek. And here is the big chart. Super, super cute. It also comes with all of the great little beads and charms and things to finish. And I got 32 count Stormy Night vintage linen to stitch mine on. So I look forward to starting that. I did not start that. We got, and then like some candy came in the kit. Let me show you the tote bag. Everything came in as well. So cute little Friendstitch bag. Frank likes to squeak his toy. This is one of those little pumpkins I should assemble. That would be cute. I could put that out. We got some darling little pins that would be fun to adorn all kinds of things. A little notepad that says Friendstitch. This design from Amy Brucken. And then the Bent Creek chart is the crow. Pardon me. Sorry, I'm thinking. It's the Gathering Crow. And this is what I started. There's finishing instructions for this as well. We got a little hoop. We got, oh, there's a coaster. We got a coaster. This little wood piece goes in the back of the hoop. Isn't that cute? To finish it off beautifully. So, really excited about that. And then we got all of the classic Colorworks floss to stitch all 3 charts. So this is the 28 count flax cashel linen. This is for the witch and for the crow. I started my crow. If you cut it in half, it should be enough fabric for both stitches. We also got a little piece of a little tiny piece of fabric, like if you wanted to practice some different techniques, like colonial knots and French knots and things. I didn't really need to practice. Well, no, I probably do, but I didn't. This is great for like a little ornament or something. But this, I started my crow. I got him all outlined. This will be super duper fast. Let me show it to you again. Now, these charts are exclusive to Friendstitch, and obviously that event was closed quite a while ago, but stay tuned for more Friendstitch news, because it was really fun. It's an awesome experience, a great little online thing. So I'm going to get that little guy stitched up. So adorable. And he should be stitched and finished in no time. Like I said, I'm kind of in that mood where I want to finish things, especially those little things like that, instead of leaving them for, you know, years. Like the Sweet Summer. I started that last year. Why did I not finish? It didn't take any time. All right. My second new start, and I'm kind of embarrassed to even admit how much I've not done, but the Stitch Ahead for the 141 retreat came. So I know neither one of these can be purchased right now. I'm sure this chart from Hands On Design, Kathy of Hands On Design, for 141 Pep Rally Retreat will be available at some point. It's usually, I don't know, a year or so or something after the event. But in the box we got a cute little cardboard polka dot box. This came, and this is a piece from Chantal of 141 Design, and it is a box that you build, and it goes together super duper easy. I don't have mine glued together yet, so I could take it apart and show you. I believe they're going to be offered at some point. So let me take my pattern doesn't really fit in there very good. So right now in here I have, oh, I guess I should mention, at the retreat, I believe Kathy is designing something surprise for us for stitching or putting on the front of this. So I haven't done anything to this yet. I'm probably going to stain it or paint it, but I want to wait and see what the piece is that we're going to stitch for the top. So I have my fabric in here. This is some fabrics by Stephanie Fabric, and I will show you the start of my stitch here in a minute. Also from Chantal, we got this floss organizer with the DMC colors lasered in. I spent the Zoom for our retreat the other evening cutting my floss and putting it on my floss organizer. I probably should double up my floss so it doesn't hang so low, but it's super fun. Beautiful colors. So again, Here is the stitch we're doing. It's kind of a band sampler, so long and skinny. I started up here at the top. You'll notice that there's a space here and a space here. At the retreat, Kathy will be teaching us specialty stitches, so I'm excited for that. And then we are finishing this on a piece from 141 Design. So we will lace our finished piece and put it on the finishing board, finish it and do all that good stuff. I love, love, love the crows on here. And then there's one down here. So I'm not even kidding. This is the saddest start ever. Some of the ladies are so far and are doing so good, but here's my start, and it's gonna go, it'll go fine. I'll get it done, but I love it. This is a beautiful color of fabric. I forgot what color it is. I'm sure it's listed. Let me look. I bet it's on the pattern. Let us just come back here. I know it was said somewhere. Driftwood by Fabrics by Stephanie. And it is really beautiful. 32 count, stitching 2/2. I think maybe I forgot to mention that in some of my other stitches, so I apologize. So that is my other new start this week. And again, I know both of those are not things that are available. Okay. I have talked about all of that. It is time to talk about the Halloween Sal 2023. So Halloween Sal 2023 is Flying Lesson by Silver Creek Samplers. This has been in my stash for a while. You might remember from one of my early Flosstubes that I shared this because I wanted to stitch it. And I thought, what better way than a Sal? And you guys have overwhelmingly been excited about it. A lot of you have stitched it as well. Not a new chart. So I do want to say with my Sals, I am not picking something that's brand new. A lot of times, a lot of designers have stitch alongs for their new charts or whatever. I like to stitch something that I want to personally stitch, and I love when you guys want to join in with me. This has been a labor of love. I of course reached out to my friend Chantal of 141 Design, and we worked up a finishing piece, and so I will share that with you. It is in-house now, so very excited about that. First, let's finish talking about all the things for this. There's a couple of fun colorways. I will do a split screen here and show you a picture, an inspiration picture that my friend Lori Craig found at Cecilia's Samplers in Branson, Missouri. It's a not scrapbook, hello, Needleworks shop. It's beautiful. We went there when we were on our friend weekend. Gorgeous store. I mean, we had such a good time. It's beautiful. I want to go back. They are amazing. And so they had a sample there. Well, they used a piece of Fabrics by Stephanie. I don't know the name of the fabric, but again, split screen, it's in here. You'll see it. It's a beautiful colorway. So I did share that as an inspiration, and then several of you reached out to Cecilia's Samplers and got the color conversion, what they used, as well as the fabric, because it's more of a purple colorway on this beautiful aqua purpley fabric. Super, super pretty. Okay, I am going to stitch on the called for color, not count, and we are going to talk about that when I show you the finished piece. So the called for fabric was 18 count Hazelwood by Fiber on a Whim. I was going to stitch on 36 count because you guys know I love 36 count, but it's going to be small. And for the finishing piece that Chantal worked up, I felt like it needed to be a little bit bigger. So what I decided is I'm stitching mine on 32 count Hazelwood by Fiber on a Whim. It's a nice brown. It doesn't have to be this color. You can use any kind of great earth tone fabric that you like, or pick your own. I've seen so many of you picking beautiful fabrics and kind of taking your own ideas, or taking ideas from the inspiration pieces and running with it. There was also a fabric by Picture This Plus called Jazz that looks kind of similar to the Fabrics by Stephanie, so that's a great option if it's still in stock. I don't know. But this chart, we had it available in a couple ways. Chantal had a limited number of kits when we announced this, and they sold out instantly. And then this last week, she went ahead and did the same amount of kits again, and they have sold out again, and she won't be doing any more. She wasn't going to, but just due to overwhelming response, she did go ahead and do one more run, which was the chart, the floss, the finishing piece, which I'm going to show you, and then the free floss style if you buy the finishing piece. But you can still get the chart. So Fat Quarter Shop, I'd also talked to them ahead of announcing, and they had ordered a ton of these in. They also sold out the day we announced, and you guys, they had a lot. Like, I was concerned that they wouldn't all sell out, and I was like, oh my gosh, they ordered so many. So thank you for your excitement. They ordered a whole bunch more. I know before I went I'm not live. Before I filmed this, I looked and they had 26 charts left. I'm going to tell you, they started with a lot more than that. So a lot of you have picked up your chart. Thank you again. And thank you, Fat Quarter Shop, for your support. So order your chart from there. I have a link down below. Grab your favorite fabric. I am kind of changing the floss. It's all charted in DMC. I am going to use some overdyeds and probably a few DMCs. I have all of those listed down in the description, as well as in all of the Stitch With Me videos and the information on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So it will be posted every time, hopefully to help everybody out as much as possible. Finishing piece. So, well, maybe I should hold on to this for a minute. When I called Chantal and I said, you know, here's what I'm thinking, here's the timeline. By the way, okay, yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. Here's the timeline. The sale starts August 16th, so we still have plenty of time to gather supplies. We talked about a finishing piece, and ultimately where we started to where we got is funny, but it's amazing because this is exactly what I think the finish should be. It's huge. I know this is still in the packaging. I probably should have taken it out. Oh, it's going to come out easy enough. Hold on. I will obviously be putting one of these together in the finishing tutorial. I know a lot of you are starting to get yours, and we will totally talk about that here in a minute. So I don't even know if I can get back far enough. It's a sign. It's flying school. It's the aviation school, the Flying Institute. So of course we have a sign. So for this, we have a hanging sign that our chart will fit on. So let me hold this. Now, included in your kit is the ball chain to attach this. Mine literally came today, so I have not had a chance to put mine together. But how cute is this going to be? Check out my Q&A video. I have a link down below. I show you lots of finishing inspiration ideas for extras from Michael's. I know a lot of you ran out and got a lot of those things. Now is the time. Unfortunately, I know we're not, maybe, well, other than my daughter who decorated for Halloween on August 1st. A lot of us might not be decorating yet for Halloween and for fall, and may not feel like it. But I know the gal at Michael's, when I checked out, said that stuff is selling like hotcakes. And that was before I announced this. So grab your things to finish. Grab your ribbon, grab the cauldron, broomsticks, picks, all of that good stuff. But how amazing is this? I want to say a huge thank you to Chantal for always being so amazing to work with, because she takes my crazy ideas of, hey, let's do this. And then we start looking at things and she's like, how about this? And what do you think of the size? So the reason it's 32 count, I'm going to put this down because it's huge. The board on 32 count, we're going to have room to do a fabric backer back behind the stitch. I wish I would have cut a piece of paper the right size, but I didn't. So kind of imagine it, but it's going to have fabric backer back behind the stitch, so it'll be mounted on another piece of press on board with fabric. If you stitch, that's on 32 or 16. If you are stitching 28 or 14, your stitch will go to the lasered line on here. So still room to decorate up here, still room to decorate down here, will look beautiful. If you do 36, it's going to be quite a bit smaller, but you will have plenty of room to layer it up and add it to here. For me personally, I thought 32 was a nice kind of middle of the road, and I think it'll look fantastic. So if you do 16 or 32, it fills the space and gives you room for a backer. 28 or 14, it's going to go pretty much to the score line. So just be aware of that, but it will be amazing. So very, very excited. The signpost is made to swap out the signs. Stay tuned for future reference. The signpost does have base. There's more to it than this. I will show you all of that eventually. So what I want to talk about when you are ordering the finishing piece from 141 Design, it is from her website. You will want to use code Nichol, and I'm going to have it along the bottom of the screen. It's my name. And that is going to give you 10% off only during the duration of the sale. This is going to be a piece in her shop going forward, but it won't, because it's a basic hanging sign. There's lots of stitches you can put on here, but it will not have the discount code afterwards. Now, if you order the finishing sign and use my code during the sale, free with your purchase is the floss organizer or floss style that Chantal designed that says the witch is in. It matches our stitch so perfectly. It's so cute and fun. You can put all your floss on here. You can either write or put a label and just sand it off later if you use a little pencil, if you write it on, to add your floss to this. It's just a really, really fun way to, have coordinating items for this. So thank you, Chantal, for this. If you order the finishing piece, use code Nichol, you will get one of these. If you ordered, you're getting one of these. I just want to reiterate that during the sale. This is limited edition. It is not going to be sold individually. You have to buy the finishing piece to get this, and once the sale is over, you won't be able to get these anymore. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Now, if you ordered the kit, I want to let you guys know those are all going to arrive in plenty of time for the sale. The sale starts August 16th at 7 p.m. It's a live stitch with me where we will start stitching, and I have the chart divided down. I also have information hopefully below. If not, it's over on Facebook. You know, the description box on YouTube runs out of room. So, but if you join in, that's amazing. Check out the information there. I have all of the dates listed out. There are no bonus projects for this sale. This is my busiest time of the year. And so I just wanted to do the straight sale and nothing else. I mean, the finishing piece is incredible and amazing. So I will be doing, in the finishing tutorial, I'm doing something a little different. I will be finishing mine Halloween. So if you want to be able to swap out the sign, and not buy the signpost every time, I would do something a little more basic that makes it easier to swap out. I'm going to do one that way, and then I'm also going to do one more Halloween. So imagine probably black, grungy. I want it to look like an old, I'm thinking, Diagon Alley from Harry Potter, basically, where it's just kind of that dark and moody kind of thing. That is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to finish it both ways in the finishing tutorial so you can see a couple of different options. And I'm very excited. I'm really, really excited about it. I am thrilled. Thank you to Chantal again for all of her hard work. I mean, this is a really busy time for her too. I was going to say horrible busy, but it's not horrible. It's just busy. She's getting ready for retreat. She has other designers and artists and Flosstubers asking her for things, and she is just so gracious and wonderful and such a good friend. So just delightful working with her, and she has such amazing things. And then a huge thank you to Fat Quarter Shop, to Kimberly and the team at Fat Quarter Shop for being so supportive, because when I emailed and I was like, oh, I'm so nervous to ask, and they were, you know, would you get this pattern back in? I originally bought the pattern from them a year and a half or so ago, and they didn't have it in stock any longer. And I said, you know, I'm going to be doing this Sal. Would you restock it? And the gal I talked to there asked Kimberly, and apparently she said yes. And then they restocked it. I reached back out and I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it sold out. I didn't think it would, because they were very generous and ordered a lot, and they ordered more. So thank you, Fat Quarter Shop, and thank you to Chantal for all your support, and thank you to you guys. I am overwhelmed with how many people are going to stitch this. I cannot wait to get started. I know if you have followed me for a long time, you know I love Halloween decorating and all of that good stuff. It's just fun. It's just fun. And so I'm so excited to get started. I love the Stitch With Me's. I love the community, and you guys are literally the best. So excited for you guys. Thank you. All right. I think I will tell you, the first week I said was August 16th is when we're starting. We're going to stitch the top of the broom handle, text up at the top, the text dusk to dawn, and the moon. So we're going to basically stitch this that first week. I have it all broken down. You can read that on the group. Now, if you're in the Facebook group, as you know, each week during the Stitch Along, I do offer giveaways. That is the only place I do it. That's the easiest way to do it, because you have to actually be stitching along. So please join the Facebook group if you would like to be included. I have some really fun things for you guys. Alrighty. Again, I'm only going to share a little bit because this video is getting long. I shared on Instagram, well, I said I was going to stitch this. So Fat Quarter Shop so generously gifted me the Seasonal Stitchy Stars book from It's So Emma. These are patterns by Lori Holt. I have some of my pieces in here, so that's why I'm holding it weird. I am doing the summer theme. Liz from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I told her we were doing, or I posted we were doing a secret stitch along, but now it's not secret, and she's way further ahead than me. But I'm hoping to, on my sewing day this week, get this all stitched up. This is one of my big projects. I did get 4 blocks done last week. I want to get the other one done today when you're seeing this, and I did get the fabric cut, so hopefully I can get it sewn up. I know that Liz mentioned in her latest video, I will link to that down below too, that this is not a beginner friendly book. It looks like it might be. I'm not saying you cannot stitch it if you're a beginner, but I will say to give yourself time and really, really press each block. Press all your pieces well. Try to keep to that 1/4 inch seam as much as possible. Whew, that first block, y'all. I do not like my center at all. Okay, I did not stitch mine in order either at all. Let me tell you the name of my blocks. How about that? So I know I mentioned when I said I was going to stitch this that I am not stitching mine. I'm not doing the full border because it's just too long for my table. So this is the Star Flower block. I am using a mix of Stateside by Sweetwater, Lori Holt, that's my background, and then this little red check plaid is Portsmouth by Amy Smart. Everything else is Stateside by Sweetwater. I really am a mix and match kind of girl. I like using, you know what? I think it's Joanna Figueroa of Fig Tree Quilts. I can't remember her exact percentages, but she always says to use like a certain percentage and then kind of mix in. I have to find that information from her because it's some of the best advice ever. And I find when I heard her say that, I was like, that is how I like to create. So yes, awesome. Anyway, this is the, what did I say? Star flower block. I don't know why, I can't remember. This little guy, these little pieces, I'm going to give it a 2 stars out of 5. Not my favorite. I don't really love how my center looks. That is me, by the way. That's not the instructions. That was me, and I hadn't sewn this kind of block I mean, I've never sewn this block, but I've not sewn a more detailed block in a while, and I wish I would have started with one of the other blocks in the book, to be honest. But I'm not redoing it. Once it's quilted, no one's going to know. It's going to look amazing in my table runner, and I love the fabric. I'm actually pretty happy with my, like, the block overall. It's just this I don't love. But I'm giving myself some grace. Okay, the next block, this one did not give me near as much trouble. This one was okay. I skipped around. I don't even know why. This is the Cozy Star block. I liked this one. Is this the one that I had so much trouble getting things in the right order? Oh no, it was this one. No, this one went together easily. Again, I'm pretty happy with this. I don't see any big, ugly blunders. Not too bad. Anyway, I love it. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's going to be so cute. It's going to be so cute. Then I sewed this one, and for whatever reason, I kept flipping things around. What is this one called? This is the Glisten block. I love this one, but like I had this upside down. I think I was tired. And I needed to come back, but whatever. I love it. It turned out really good. But I was looking at it, so I flipped something, like I seam ripped it and I flipped something around, and then I came back and I was like, dude, that wasn't even what was wrong. I fixed the wrong thing, the wrong direction. It happens. It happens. So that was my third block. And then this block I was scared about because Liz told me the directions are, I feel like there's something missing in the directions. I think it's this one. Or it's just more like of an intuitive thing. I don't know. But this one actually went together pretty easy. I am shocked. And it went together really good. And it's probably because she told me about it. So I was thinking and thank you, Liz, by the way. I was thinking the whole time, be careful, be careful, be careful with the cutting. I did not use any of the paper. This is one that has a suggestion to use the 2 1/4 half square triangle paper on a roll. I didn't have that size. I had a couple of sizes, none of the sizes I needed, so I didn't use it. I've never used it, by the way. I have some and I've never used it. But this is the 8-point star block, probably my favorite. I think my friend Karen said this was her favorite so far of the ones I've done. I love this one. Love, love, love. I could make a whole thing of that one. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really cute. The final one I'm going to make, let me look here really quick. I cut them out one at a time. That worked well for, oh yeah, it's this one. I'm going to make the wool star block. So let me show you which one that is. It's this one right here. That's the one I have left. So, yeah, sewing day. That's what I'll be working on. So there's some quilting. I will get the rest of that stuff I said I'd share, but we're almost at an hour and I want to get to the rest of this stuff for today. Okay. Haul. So I have a lot of different haul things. Let's start with this. I apparently am a Teresa Kogut crazy girl. I went to Etsy and got Halloween Whimsy because I wanted, well, first of all, I mean, look how cute. I want to make Ashley stitch cases or some sort of stitch case, and I really, it's hard to find. Oh my gosh, look at these crows. I really wanted, was it this one? No. There's a lot of different colorways, and I wanted the cream Okay, is it not? I don't even know if I got all of the fabrics that are included in this collection. Oh yeah, I think I did. Okay, this is the one I wanted. I wanted these cute little witches. There's several colorways. There's orange and green and then this cream background. Oh my gosh, you guys. I know I'm like totally late. I know you guys are totally laughing at me. Like, Nichol, this came out like a while ago. I mean, look at this little kitty cat. So I'm going to make a project bag. I'm going to make an Ashley stitch case at least, or one of the stitch cases, maybe the floss flat. With that, but I had to go to Etsy and it was a little bit of a struggle finding someone who had it. Also, look at this fabric. I didn't even know this one came in it. This, I don't know if this was a border fabric, but I think fussy cutting some of these little scenes into bags. Oh my gosh. Like project bags would be amazing. Oh, I love it so much. Okay. So there's that. I don't really have a link. Halloween Whimsy, Teresa Kogut. May the force be with you. Okay, so there's that. Then, while we're talking about Teresa, let's just talk about her Patreon for August. You have to be a member of Patreon. Join if you haven't and you like her stuff at all. The ornament this month, it's the $5 ornament that she does for her Patreon members. Yippee, it's Halloween. It's this cute little kitty. The charts, should we start with tier 2? I am in tier 4, so I get all of the charts and I printed them all. This is Creepy Things. It was all very cat themed this month. You definitely are going to want to like more of like the prim style. This was tier 3-4. This is the cute little trick-or-treaters. That's really fun. And tier 4 only. Look at that cat. Dying. Okay, you know that orange fabric I got from Color and Cotton from the July Club? For any of these would be awesome. Anyway, Teresa Kogut, Patreon. So good. All right, so there was that. A new designer reached out to me, April of Crafty Bluebonnet, and I'm actually going to have a chart of hers for a giveaway this week, and she is going to be sending me a Halloween chart here pretty soon. I will tell you, I purchased these, so I'm going to show you what they are. She has a new Etsy shop and what I think these are going to be cute for. Now, if you're going to do a fall dough bowl, I picked up, well, I'm going to show you the ones I picked up for my fall dough bowl. The Halloween, I want to do something different with, I think. But I think I'll make these into little pillows. This is my favorite. This is the Scarecrow Spool. These are PDFs available in her Etsy shop. I do have a link to the Etsy shop down below. But that scarecrow is cute. See, they're spools. They're all spools made to look like cute little things. Here is, I picked this one up. It's basic, but it's the pumpkin spool. So if you put the pumpkin spool and the scarecrow spool together, how cute are those? There's a sunflower as well. I picked these two because I think they'd be really cute together, or even if you, decorate anywhere. I liked those. Okay, then she has like a whole bunch of Christmassy ones, but I'm thinking Christmas ornaments, especially for my little tree in my craft room. There's like a Santa spool. There's a spool with a nativity. I can't remember everything. There's a bunch, so go check it out. But I'm a snowman girl. I got the snowman spool. And I'm going to make this into an ornament that I can hang on my tree in my craft room. So if you love that kind of thing, I just thought they were super, super fun. She's a new designer. Go support her if you like those. And just telling you, the Halloween is super cute. I'm very, very excited, and I will definitely be stitching that one. And I hope there's more. She showed me one, but I hope there's more coming. Also, I got my Floss Frenzy from Fat Quarter Shop for July. Here are my colors that came in that. And they're going alphabetical this year. Again, it's so handy dandy. Here's my favorite green from Weeks. Bullfrog. I love it. I'm always using that. And I actually just ordered one of those like not that long ago. So I will use it for sure. So that came. I am not going to mention that right now. I may save that for next. I'm going to save both of those things for next week, I think. Yeah. My labels from Sweetwater, the Sweetwater Label Club came. I'm part of the club. I get the personalized label. This is the tagged club. And I love them. I have a link down below for that as well. Sweetwater is that same people who are doing that stateside fabric I'm using in my Seasonal Stitchy Stars Table Runner. From Fat Quarter Shop, I did grab a couple of charms from Lori Holt. I got the cherries and the pineapple. I love the heart and the pineapple. I have the cherry blocks. I think I shared that I had done something with some of them a while back, and I wanted to turn it into a project bag. I think these are going to match, so I need to get on figuring that out. So I did get those. Then, you know how much I love Brenda Gervais. I went on her website, which is Country Stitches Online, and I did stitch. Link to each of these individually for ease. I'm just adding to my collection. We got Ho 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 because why not? I'm a pattern collector first and foremost. I got Scary Mouse. I love this. I love all these. These have all been on my wish list, and I was just okay, that's not true. The last thing I'll show you is the reason I got this. And I'm trying to think who stitched. I'm thinking it's from Linen and Scraps, but I might be wrong. I don't remember. But that's what led me down that rabbit hole to start getting more patterns because, of course, you know, you need them. And I've seen these too. I don't think the photos are great for these, but the Hilda's Alphabet Brew. Oh my gosh. I want to stitch that into a pillow. And of course, along those same lines, we need the Letters to Santa one. Oh my gosh. I got to get some ticking stripe fabric for both of these because these need to be made this year. I love them. Okay. This is what I saw. And this is why I went on, and it's only available in a kit. So be aware of that if you want it. But I love Fall Most of All pattern, that pumpkin and the design. I had to have it. Well, it's only a kit, as I mentioned. So you get it, and you get the pattern. You get this tray, which I would like stain. I think this has like scrapbook paper or something in it. I would paint or stain this. Some fun technique. We got something we can do, but it comes with the pumpkins too. You guys, I was just dying. I love this so much. Okay, so that's why I ordered this, and that's why I ordered all of that stuff, because I was there. But that kit, I think, is only available. And again, it's Brenda Gervais' site, Country Stitches Online. I'm going to put it along the bottom of the screen. Plus, there's links down below. I get nothing for that at all. I'm just sharing the love. Go get some great With Thy Needle and Thread product. Also, I had to have this. This has been in my, I think it was in my mailbox when I filmed last time, and I just didn't get it shared. I saw this on Kitten Stitcher. Oh my gosh. I want to stitch this next year. It will not get stitched this year. This is an exclusive to Kitten Stitcher. This is Paulette Stewart of Plum Street, and Teresa of Shakespeare's Peddler, Kitten Stitcher. And they collaborated to make this pattern. It is amazing. Amazing. You guys, look at that. Oh, I love it. So I love it so much, and because I loved it so much, I did get some 40 count fabric. This is whole grain to stitch them on. So that again is from Kitten Stitcher. What else do I have, everyone? This just came. I haven't even opened it up yet, but I'm going to tell you, here's a fun fact. If the cover quilt or stitch is something I love, I cannot believe I've held off not opening this. It's my reward later today or this evening. This is Fig Tree, obviously, and this is the issue, is it 184? Is that what it says? Yep. Anyway, American Patchwork and Quilting. I cannot wait to dive in and check that out. The only other bits of haul I want to share today are, I got new charms. These also have been here since pretty much the last Flosstube, but I wanted to share with everybody. I got new charms from Cherry Chick Biz Decorative Sewing Pins. I will have a link below. I know last time I forgot. Cute kitties. These are great little zipper pulls for your project bags or whatever. You know, me in the Halloween. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I went a little bit crazy. Little haunted house. Okay, this is probably my favorite. Look at the moon and the bats. Oh my gosh. Lil Santa Claus face. I guess I did get a little Santa. Oh, this is a cute little snowman face. They are sold in sets of 2. And then this little snowman. Oops. Can they just both go the right way? There we go. Oh no, they can't. So let me move those so I can put those away. Absolutely love them. And Vicky of Cherry Chick sent me some goodies. I'll show you what she sent. Really cute. She has all kinds of fun things in her shop. Decorative pens, you know, things for your scissors. Why can I not think of them right at the moment? So she sent this cute little, well, I'll do them one at a time. Christmas. Whoops. Hey, Christmas. Be a good participator. Cute little charm. Scissor fobs. Just thought of it. I'm tired. And a cute Halloween one. So you can put these on scissors. You can put them on project bags. All kinds of things. Thank you so much, Vicky. I love, love, love them. She's amazing. Go check her out. She has all kinds of cute zipper pulls and things. All kinds of cute stuff. Last thing, this again is something you cannot get right now. I know this chart is coming out soon, probably in PDF and paper, I assume. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I did get the Sip and Stitch from Primrose Cottage. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. I don't even have the mug in here. I doubt I'll use the mug, but I got it. It's somewhere. I don't think I'll use it for drinking. I put coffee in it once, and my coffee creamer mixture, maybe it's me, overflowed. So it didn't really fit my particular coffee. So it's going to be a great pen holder on my desk. This is the chart. Honeybee Quaker, obviously it matches all their other honey charts, so that is amazing. They had a bunch of stickers that came with it. I'm not going to go too much into this because I'm sure you've seen it. Floss and like all the finishing materials to finish. Absolutely awesome. Sip and Stitch. Follow Primrose Cottage. If you are, not everybody. If you are one who asked, what is the Sip and Stitch? How can I get it? It is limited edition and it does sell out when they announce it, even though they keep adding how many they have every time. The best way is to go to Primrose Cottage and sign up for their newsletter. And I will put a link down below to make it easy for you guys. Because they always notify way ahead of time. They talk about it in their Flosstubes. They talk about it in their videos. They talk about it on social media. And that is the best way to be notified. All right, let's move on. I have some goodies from Fat Quarter Shop. Now, I didn't share this in the last video. I always like to wait. I know some people share it really early, and then I could have shared it last week, but, you know, I didn't film. Haha. So, thank you, Fat Quarter Shop, for my July Sew Sampler. I love the Sew Sampler boxes. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's a collection I love. Okay, so you open it, and it says Summer Soiree, July 2023. On the back of this card, it always gives you a discount. So I can't show that. It's only for the Sew Sampler people. This time it was 20% off June Taylor products. Oh, that was only for July, maybe. Oh no, it goes till September. And also 50% off the Summer Memories book by Susan Aki. So those were the things. Then you get a little card that tells you what all is included. So I'm going to go ahead and share that. And I'll tell you the value. So this is the Mint Magna Fingers Pickup Release. Make scattered pins and needles a thing of the past. Where has this been all my life? It is valued at $11.98. It's an awesome mint color. I'm very excited about this. I know it's kind of dorky that I'm excited about this, but I am. Oh my gosh. The Strippy Zipper Pouch Kit by June Taylor was included. It's a value of $8.98. And I think you get everything in here you need to make this. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I will put a link to this down below, you can get just this kit. At Fat Quarter Shop, like the stuff to do this, and then you can use whatever fabric you like. $8.98. You get a pattern valued at $9.98. It is the Fruit Punch pattern by Susan Aki, and obviously you can see what the fabric is. It's going to be this awesome fabric from April Rosenthal, so, the berry basket fabric. And you get a Flag Day tumbler template. I actually already have this, so this is going to be a giveaway at some point. That is valued at $12.24. You get, oh, did I forget? Oh, I did. You get the fabric. So you get a Jolly bar of the berry basket fabric. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it so much. $22.48. I'm going to be making myself a little zipper pouch and maybe some other things, maybe some bags. I have some of this fabric too, so I love it. What's this? Oh, or maybe you can make this with it. Hold please. Hold please. Is this the pattern? Because if this is the pattern, this is what I'm making. Oh. Berrylicious quilt pattern. Woohoo! I love it. Is this right? It is a 64 by 64 Fat Quarter Shop exclusive pre-cut berry basket collection. Oh my gosh, you guys, this comes in here. Look at that pattern. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, that's amazing. And then also what is getting sewn on this week, because I can hardly stand it. Each month, a new block for the Pressed Flowers Quilt Along. This is block 4. You can buy the patterns individually, PDF or paper, I believe. I think the fabric collection is out, but Fat Quarter Shop has colored this in several other fabric collections. Absolutely amazing, valued at $4.98. Where is that pattern on this paper? Or is that just a little bonusy? Little bonusy bonus? I don't know. I'm gonna have to dive into that, because when I looked at this, I did not notice this was in here, and I am dying because this I love. Love, love. Okay, So that is the Sew Sampler for July. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. I absolutely love it. And I really need like, I need a whole week of sewing so I can do all the things that I need to do. If someone could help me out with that, that would be great. Okay. Quick Stitchy mail. Perhaps. Okay, Stitchy mail. I got a lovely thank you card from Tina. She also sent some money to help with postage for giveaways. Tina, that was so sweet and kind of you. Thank you so much. I got another lovely thank you card from Linda. She made that. Isn't that pretty? Linda, thank you so much. And then Idette sent me a lovely gift, and I haven't worn it because I wanted to share it here first. You guys, look at this necklace. So beautiful. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's absolutely gorgeous. So sweet of you, so kind. Thank you very much. All right, let's do some quick giveaways and then I'll get out of here. I have a few giveaways I had to put back into the thing. I did hear from tons of you. Thank you so very much. From Flosstube 52, that's where I'm all of these. So these are all brand new winners. The rest I am not repicking. I'm just going to put them back in the kitty for next time. So from Flosstube 52, your name is going to be, your comment will be along the bottom of the screen. If that's your comment, please email me at the email address right here and tell me what you won and send your mailing address and I will get these out to you. The winner of Little House Needleworks Blessed is the Life is Connie Thingstad. And please ignore Frank. He's over here scratching, being just as irritating as he possibly can be. Lizzie Kate, if you live to be 100, the winner is Ashley. No last name. Ashley, if that's your comment, let me know that was you. Lizzie Kate Busy Bee goes to Deidra Allen. Congratulations. The winner of Be Bold and Brave goes to Carolyn Brunner. Stitch Card Q from Bee in My Bonnet goes to Allison Norris. Chicken Club Prudence goes to Krista Thompson. June Stackables, Carol McQueen. The Cosmo Ada, remember it has that great little pattern on the back. Shelly Baran. And the Luminous Fiber Arts Haunted, Kathy Birch. Congratulations, everyone. Please email me again at insporllc@gmail.com with what you won and your mailing address, and I will get those out. And again, the giveaways from Flosstube 53 will be announced next week. All right, today I have 3 giveaways for you. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video. Please be a US resident except for the first prize. I have a PDF for you guys, so that can be international. Like, subscribe, and my question for the week: are you decorating for fall or Halloween, or do you do late summer and bumblebees? Tell me what your personal decorating style is. What do you like to decorate? My daughter went straight to Halloween. She loves Halloween. So she went straight for fall and Halloween. She said to me, because she was off last week, she asked if she could come over and help me decorate. And I'm like, girl, do you not see that your mom still has all of her patriotic out? Let me get this down. And then yes, by all means, I don't even care if it's up for months. If you will come help me put it up. But tell me what you're decorating. I've seen lots of bumblebees out. I'm actually going to put those out for a little bit. I have just a little. I'll put those out in the kitchen probably for just a little bit, and then we'll probably go into fall Halloween. But tell me what you're decorating. If you decorate for those, do you go ahead and go right into fall? All of that good stuff. Okay. So put the numbers of the items you're interested in. So the crafty blue bonnet designs, the spools that I showed earlier, April of the crafty blue bonnet wants to give away one of the PDFs to one of you guys, and a PDF of your choice. So what you will do is, if you are interested, put a 1 in the comments if you would like one of her cute new spool designs. You get to pick the one, and then she will send that to you. So generous. Thank you, April, so much. I'm very excited about them. Leave a 1 in the comment if you would like that. That is open to everyone. It is a PDF. Put a 2 in the comment if you would like the Little House Needleworks Bumblebee Petites. Put a 2. And number 3 this week, put a 3 in the comments if you would like Stitching with the Housewives month to month November. Comes with the chart and the floss. Put a 3. So thank you everyone for hanging out with me today. Thank you for this super long video. I've loved chatting with you. I love reading through all of your comments. I hope you have a wonderful crafty week. I will have the ornament tutorial up this week. Again, I'm sorry for the delay in that. So you can look for that extra tutorial this week. Plenty of time to get your supplies for the Halloween sale if you want to join in. Be aware that all of the kits from Chantal will arrive in plenty of time for the sale to start. Those are all kitted, and I know like the whole first batch is either arrived or out the door. I know I've seen some of you posting you got it. The second batch, same thing. Those are all out the door Monday. Those will all be out. The stands, we aren't needing those right away, but those are, in a queue, and the girls are working through those, and those will all be out the door as well. You can get your sled right from 141 Design as well now, so that is awesome. And other than that, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful crafty week. Seriously, I know I've said this in another video. I start saying that and I want to go, make good choices. Does anyone else watch Bailey Sarian Murder Makeup Mystery Makeup and Murder Mondays? Yeah. Ignore me. It's been a long day and I'm getting punch happy. Have a great crafty week, everyone. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube stitching or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.